Let's look at all of the items found on the required tool list for welding courses here at York Tech. These items will allow you to take any of the welding courses found at York Tech. So I'm going to go through each item one by one quickly. The first item found is a protective welding jacket, flame retardant or leather material. It's purchased at a welding supply store. You can't go wrong. There's a bunch of different varieties and price ranges for these. This is the basic, but more than adequate, and it's what I use. Safety glasses, very important. We'll start with the gloves here. These are TIG welding gloves, leather and a lot thinner. We can also use these for the gas welding courses, sometimes MIG welding, but these are branded as TIG gloves. These are the heavier duty stick welding gloves, just a thicker leather with more padding to protect you from the higher heat and the more sparks that are thrown with stick welding or MIG and flux core welding, arc welding if you will. We have our chipping hammer and our wire brush. We use those for all of the classes, but specifically the stick welding courses. We have welders or welding pliers, very helpful in all your classes. We have a grinder. This is the only item found here that's not required, but it is highly recommended. We can provide the grinding discs, cutoff wheels, wire wheels sometimes, but having your own grinder is extremely helpful. You'll be using it all the time, and not having to wait or locate one of the school ones speeds up your day-to-day a lot. Welding helmet. This helmet is the auto darkening variety, which it's hard to see from this angle, but you have a couple of options with welding helmets. We strongly recommend auto darkening. Auto darkening is a technology that you'll learn about more once you start taking the classes, but it essentially automatically darkens when you strike an arc. The arc is the dangerous thing to your eyes while you're welding, and you need to protect your eyes. The auto darkening takes out a lot of a degree of difficulty with the traditional style helmets that you have to flip down when you strike an arc, and it makes just learning initially a lot easier. Highly recommend auto darkening. It is a little bit more expensive, but not too bad. Auto darkenings can range from, prices can range from $50 all the way up to $400. This last item I don't think I touched on is your gear bag. You're going to be bringing all this with you to and from class every time you come. It's really helpful to have a nice bag to throw everything in, to leave in your booth while you're welding, and then leave with everything nicely confined in the bag. Everything you see here is on the required tool list. This happens to be the Roberts Oxygen student package. We've partnered with Roberts Oxygen here in Rock Hill, and they have tailored a student package that has everything you need for a pretty good price. I think everything found here at Roberts Oxygen is around $250. That includes an auto darkening helmet. These helmets alone can be $200 to $300, so you really are getting a pretty good deal with all this. However, that being said, these items can be purchased everywhere. We also work pretty closely with Airgas found here in Rock Hill, and they would also honor a student package or student discount. And you also can buy these items online, local tool stores like Harbor Freight and Northern Tool. And even if you've had some of this stuff laying around the house or had previously welded so you own some of it, that's great too. It doesn't need to be purchased necessarily, but this is everything that you need to bring with you when you start welding here at York Tech. And I think that's it.